I really do. I hope everything is going fantastic for you. It's technically afternoon. It's 11. So, kind of a surprise thing. There are certain times where I almost have to give 2K credit, but I also have to take it away. This is, I feel, one of those times, to be honest. So, out of nowhere today, they didn't really tease this last night in any way, shape, or form. We got a whole host of new challenges in the Bracket Buster Alumni challenges. Now, very happy when I woke up this morning, though I was pretty confident this was going to come with some annoying caveats, which it did. So, we're going to talk about how you can beat these challenges, the best way to do it, and if it's really worth it, while also kind of covering how this could be an improved event in the first place, like why maybe the difficulty is a bit high and the time limits are a bit high. So, let's go through. So, you have to beat 35 challenges with 5-minute quarters on all-star difficulty to get Pete Maravich. Now, is Pete Maravich the best card in the world? He's okay. But, I mean, it's Pete Maravich. You know, we kind of understand what to expect. I mean, my man's got a 4 contest shot tendency with a 4 block shot tendency. So, I wouldn't say he's the most worth it card in the world. But I don't know, man. I'm trying to be positive here. It's not working out too well, but, fine. So be it. Let's see here. Looking at the challenges. Now, if you are somebody who has assembled like a very good team already, or you've been playing my team all year, you're not really going to need tips to beat these challenges. Like, let's be real. You're going to be fine. But let's look at a few things you can do if you're maybe newer or you're looking for some team improvements. We'll start with which challenges you should kind of target first. Which ones will provide you with a player that I think is really, really good. And the challenges themselves aren't that hard. So we're going to start with Florida. Florida, 5 minutes on All-Star can be kind of rough, but you are getting Corey Brewer out of here, which I would say he's one of the better cards in the game for sure. Like, out of these new challenges, he plays very, very good defense. 6'9", 6'8" wingspan, so he's big. Jashawn Tate's release isn't great, but it's very greenable for sure. And he's coming standard, like very, very bang average. He's just good at kind of everything. He can attack the rim, he can dunk, he can shoot, he can play defense really well. Corey Brewer is a very good place to start because it's going to provide you with either starting or bench shooting guard or small forward that's going to be able to kind of do it all and match your offense. So he's a really good place to start. I'm not going to even attempt to say this guy's name here, but Mufandu Kabengele. I just know I butchered that. There's no possible way I said that right. Anyways, 6'10", 7'3" wingspan. Very good. With Kevin Martin base, which I actually like quite a bit. I know some people don't like it, but I do. I like it. Easy to green. 99 shot contest tendency. He is going to be an incredibly good defensive power forward. And he can stretch the floor with an 85 3 ball with that release. So he's one of the better cards to start with, too. You're dealing with Dave Cowens. Jonathan Isaac, by the way, is going to be a pain. Like, Jonathan Isaac is going to be a pain. CPU Jonathan Isaac is next level. Like, he's so annoying. I swear he is. But, you're being rewarded with probably the best power forward in this whole set of challenges. So he can definitely improve your team if you're looking to improve it while doing these challenges. Oh, looking through some more. Is that my boy Ronnie Turioff? Oh, dude, sick. No way. And Brian Cook's in here? Oh, man, that's actually pretty cool. Okay. Nick Collison? Oh, man, that's tight. Okay. Larry Cannon's probably the next one. He can play the small forward or power forward very well. He does have hot zones in both the corners, so he shoots a corner 3. He doesn't really have shooting badges, but he has. Donovan Mitchell release on quick is a release I'm super comfortable with. I'm sure a lot of people are too from using guys like Luol Deng, Donovan Mitchell. There's someone else who has that release that I use like all the time. Oh, Big Dino, of course. He's a good place to start also. He plays really good defense. He rebounds the ball. Huge player build. Easy to time jump shot. Just need some shooting badges. This challenge is going to be rough, though. I can tell you that right now. Because these guys play cracked on an All-Star. Is that Nick Stauskas? All right, dope. Okay. Next up, Pat Garrity's okay. Like, he's not half bad. Honestly, he's decent. Najer is okay. Kind of a weird release, but okay. Landry Fields is okay. A lot of these guys are solid enough to start out at, but I feel like the guys I'm kind of Kyle guy. It's the whitest name I've ever heard. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I would say those are probably the best ones to start with if you're looking to improve your team for sure. Another good one to go for probably after them if you need like an extra shooting guard is, where did he go? Is that Lamond Murray? Yeah, Lamond Murray's okay. PJ Washington, I'm very quick, solid. He can kind of dribble. He plays okay enough defense. He's 6'7", 6'10" wingspan. He's pretty good. Plus, you get to abuse Leon Poe the entire game, that's nice. That's nice. So, looking at some cards from the market that are relatively cheap that can help you out. Let's not dance around the fact that All-Star, yeah, for your average 2K Sweatlord guy, probably isn't the most difficult challenge in the game, but like for your average person, All-Star is kind of difficult. You know what I mean? So right off the bat, Mike D'Antoni's really good. He is a small point guard, but you can shoot off screens with him at a high clip. He's basically Steph Curry. They made him Steph Curry. He's like 5,000 MT. He's definitely worth picking up for these challenges if you need someone that's going to be able to score a high clip on offense, right? Christian Wood, very, very good. Huge player base. He rebounds really well. He's not going to be the greatest defender, but he rebounds incredibly well. Easy to time jump shot as well. He can play the center or the power forward, and he is also really cheap. So he's worth picking up. I mean, he's like 10,000, but the big man, the kind of big man market is pretty rough. So for 10 Gs, like he's not half bad in that regard. I would kind of avoid everyone else from this, though. New addition guys, I personally don't think any of these guys are really that great. I mean, TJ Warren's a little bit too expensive, but he's decent. You can pick up Nicholas Claxton if you're looking for a budget big man, though. He plays pretty tough defense. He's a little bit skinny, so he doesn't set screens really well. But he's going to be able to dunk the ball, play defense. If he's wide open, you can green threes with him. So he's pretty good for that price point. Looking at the 16-bit guys, Gerald Green's really, really solid. He'll be able to dunk the ball, play defense. He can shoot with him, too. He's got a bigger player build, so he's going to help you out in that regard. Anthony Simons is okay. His jump shot kind of sucks, but the point guard position from a budget perspective is pretty rough. Dino's really good, but he's also pricey. So I don't know if he's really worth it if you're just trying to clap through these challenges, You'd be better off grabbing Michael Porter Jr. because he's like 20K, and he's actually really good for like the power forward position. Kyle Korver, don't sleep on him also, but I just don't think it's worth paying 20K for that. Wiseman is probably one of the better centers you can pick up for this price. He's a little bit better defensive version than like Christian Wood. Plus he can ball handle and attack the rim. And he's a little bit bigger and stuff. So he's really nice. I don't really like any of these other guys. You can run Lance Stevenson though. Lance Stevenson's good. Cam Reddish is really good, but he's just pricier. If you got that extra MT, I think for what he does, you'd be better off going to pick up maybe Gary Payton or Dominique Wilkins is actually really good too. Now, looking at the actual bracket busters, none of these guys are going to be worth picking up for the price they're going for because they're all super, super, super expensive for kind of what they are. Like, Keegan Murray's decent. Danny Manning's actually really good. He's like 10K. I think he's worth that, personally. I would say he's worth probably 10K. Like, realistically. Going back to Season 4, I mean, all these All-Star guys are too expensive, so I would avoid all these guys. I know it's going to be, like, one of the first things you'd want to do, but avoid them. Amari's really good. Amari's really good at the power forward position. Kevin Love's fun. I would avoid all these guys. Actually, one of the best budget guys you could run for these is Penny, because he's going to be kind of a mismatch for a majority of the point guards that you run into. Only 2,000 MT, and he's going to be able to hold it down. Anthony Davis is good, too. I mean, he's a 91 overall, so don't let that scare you, though. He's still got one of the best player builds in the entire game. He's going to be able to rebound and do a lot for you, especially if you're running basically an extreme budget team. He's definitely going to be decent, for sure. Looking at the stellar guys, too, don't sleep on the homie Bob Sura. Bob Sura can attack the rim. He's big enough to play defense also, and he's like 2,000 MT. Give him a try. Channing Frye also. Big player build. He can shoot threes. He can rebound. His release is a little bit slow, but for 5,000 MT, you can't really do too much better. Don't sleep on the homie Terry Mills either. Terry Mills stretches the floor. Easy to time jump shot. Huge player build. For 1,500 MT, very, very, very good power forward. Seriously, pick him up. He might surprise you with how good he is. Delicious. Looking at Cosmic. I don't really like any of these cards specifically. I don't think the Cosmic guys are really that great, but Andre Karolinko is very good. Kind of a slow jump shot, but I would say if you're struggling to green with a lot of jumpers in this game, Andre Karolinko has one of the easiest to green jumpers in the game, plus he's huge and plays good defense. Cat's always a good option. Also, the Eclipse guys, look no further than the homie Wesley Person. Wesley Person is 2000 MT, has one of the better jump shots in the game, plus a big player build. He'll help you out for sure. If you're struggling to find a point guard to run your bench, GP2 has an awful release, but he plays really tight defense and has good defensive tendencies, so you can kind of just let him rock. He's good. He's very good. I wouldn't really recommend any of those guys, honestly. Flight school guys, wouldn't recommend any of these guys. Karolinko is okay, but, you know, that's kind of it. Some of the flash forward guys still have a little bit of value, like Bailey Howell's still a really good small forward with an easy-to-time jump shot, so he might be worth checking out. Powell's okay, but he's just kind of expensive. None of the rest of these guys are cards that I would recommend going for. Now, looking at some free cards that you could pick up, or cards for tokens, perhaps, like, let's look at some moments cards. Who is worth it? If you got the tokens, Dame is worth it. If you have the tokens, Lowry Markkanen is actually still worth it to this day. Let's see. I don't think any of the other guys. I mean, Embiid can still hold it down to a certain extent. Tari Eason is still okay, but I would focus on Markkanen and Dame. On Donovan Mitchell, I guess, is the same. I think Dame's a little bit better than Donovan Mitchell personally, though. A couple more cards I forgot to mention. The All-Star guys, these guys. Trey Murphy is a good small forward, kind of a weird jump shot. Jabari can play the power forward. They're both a little bit more expensive than guys that I've talked about in the past. So I don't know. Kevin Huerter, don't really like him. Kenny Martin's too small. Thanasis is okay, I guess, if you're really down for that. Buddy Hield's pretty good. I don't know. Now, let's talk about some strats. And let's say you're pretty confident that you can get through these challenges, but they're just going to take a really long time. I mean, player lock them. Take your best squad. So this is my best team right here. You want to click in on the left stick. On the shooting guard, preferably. Right? That's going to allow you to player lock these challenges. Now, not only is that going to make that a little bit easier for like newer players, since the CPU is going to be handling all other positions besides just the shooting guard. Once you get a high enough lead, you can just set the controller down and just let the rest of your team handle it. Majority of the time, you're going to have, I would say, an equal team with the teams you're playing against. So after like the first or second quarter, you should have a lead where you can just kind of coast for a little bit. Even then, I feel like for like a newer player, playing player lock is just a lot easier than playing full 5v5. If you're struggling with any of these challenges and you're having a rough time with any of them, try doing player lock and just taking control of the shooting guard for a little bit and just see what happens. You know, it's just a good thing to do, to try. Obviously, if you're someone who doesn't want to play these challenges because they take forever, just player lock them. Just AFK them. Play the first quarter, second quarter, put your controller down for a little bit. As the lead starts to get, dwindle a bit, pick the controller back up, start chucking some threes, and you'll be good to go. Now, for the most part, you can just let your CPU play. Like this team right here, I could let my CPU play, and they'll probably just win anyway. That's the issue here, is they are 40 minutes long each, right? Roughly, 30 to 40, That's the issue. And they're on All-Star difficulty, which I know most Sweatlord people are going to look at it and be like, it's just All-Star. I could AFK that. But, I mean, you could AFK Pro, too, so I don't understand why they wouldn't put it on Pro difficulty. See, here's the thing. Pro difficulty is actually fun to play. Pro difficulty is the only time that I've played this game this whole year where I've had consistent fun. It's not too overpowered. The CPU is not super annoying. You can make a lot of jump shots. You can play kind of however you want to play. Even on All-Star, you kind of have to play a little bit more meta where you're shooting a bunch of leaners and doing backdoor cuts and such like that. So you can play a little bit more meta. You can kind of do a little bit more. It's a little bit more fun, in my opinion. But, that's just me. I just wish they would put it on Pro. Pro 3-minute quarters, I think that's perfect. There's still some time, so you lock a little bit of time there, but I think everybody is able to do those challenges, or at least majority of people are. Whereas I feel like with these, it's not really as accessible for majority of people. I feel like there are going to be people that are going to have issues with it, which I totally understand because I have issues with some of this stuff too, because it just irritates me to no degree, man. Like, I just wish, I wish that there was just more. There was more pro challenges. More pro challenges would have been fantastic. But here we are, no pro challenges. But let's go crack it open here. I got some challenges to do. We're gonna start with this guy. We're gonna start with this guy. I don't know his name. I'm not even gonna try. Let's move Garnett to the bench. Move Dino to the bench because I'm gonna use Wiseman. You know what? No. I got an idea here. We're gonna bench Wiseman. Start Dino. Yes. And then we will start Spencer Haywood since I have some stuff to do. Gary Payton, you're going to start. Denny's out of here. And we're going to run Jay Williams off the bench because I need to do some assists. Whenever you're doing these challenges, try not to mess up your team too much. When you put in guys who are for XP challenges, etc. Like, try not to mess with it too much, but you definitely want to throw a couple in there. That way you can at least start working on some other stuff while you're doing it. Not like I really care that much. Also, always run prize balls. If you have prize balls, always run prize balls. That's just how it works. Most people watching me, shout out to you guys. You guys know that. But run prize balls always. If you have prize balls, always run them. Anyways, what's up, guys? Sorry, I wanted to do some long form content before I started stream. How you guys doing? What's up, Dell? What's up, Arcade? What up, Matthew? What up, Wing? What up, Will? What up, that boy me? What up, Steve? What up, Joe? What up, Arcades? What up, Alexander? Oh, man. I'm going to keep going. What up, Neighbor Title? How you doing? What up, Doug? What up, all 75 people in here? How you guys doing? These challenges, I'll be honest, are just infuriating. You had to throw the 95 Dave Cowens. Actually, I don't think there's another Dave Cowens out there, to be honest. I just need to understand why they keep doing this. Like, why couldn't these challenges be on pro difficulty? Like, why? What's the point? Anyways, right off the bat, I always go smother and deny ball for the CPU, just because you can usually beat them as long as they're not shooting threes. For game plan, I'm on next gen, by the way, but this is the same for current gen. You just won't do this game plan thing. Coach settings, I always have off. Freelance, I typically go Denver. But a lot of people do Hawks. I think kind of sucks. So I don't do Hawks. Some people like Bucks. Some people like Pelicans. They're all roughly the same. Some people like Piston Snap too. I don't know about that one personally, but I'm a fan of majority of these. Piston Snap is okay, by the way. I probably run that as like freelance too, so I can switch to it. But that's typically all I do. Sometimes I run like a 5-out series if I have it. Just because it keeps people all on the wing, so you're able to get drive opportunities, etc. For the most part, I don't really mess with plays. There are some money plays that you can score on the CPU with, which I'm sure you'll find videos of at some point, but for the most part, I just kind of rock a general freelance, and I do a lot of backdoor cuts. Ben and Hero. So right off the bat, yeah, I mean, always engage freelance immediately. And then hold Y or triangle, just send your guys to the basket. Of course, it's the all-star CPU, so they play ungodly defense majority of the time, but they're not the greatest offensively. That's the key here. All-star defense is kind of smothering, but their offense isn't great. It can be annoying, trust. Like, don't get it twisted. Oh, that's Haywood, oops. Quick 0.2 magic for an open 3. Smart. Yeah, I think that's one that I heard people talk about before. Also, another tip that I highly recommend, don't have too many people with afros, because I swear to God, every single person that I have out there, like Billy Knight is my number one scorer, no question. But oftentimes, off a quick catch and shoot, I will think that Spencer Haywood is him. For sure. Every single time. Like, it's without question, dude. I will do it. I go by hairstyle. I look at hairstyle when I'm like quick shooting threes because I'm like, oh, he's bald. It's Gary Payton for sure. You know what I mean? You could also do icons. That probably would eliminate the issue that I have, but you know, it's all good. Look at that, good steal. Like I can't tell. There's Kelly Olynyk and then there's this other guy, and I swear to God I cannot tell them apart. I forgot who it is though. Would have been sick if they got the license for college jerseys. Yeah, cream on a Tuesday and this today. I wonder what's in store for Friday. I mean, this is kind of like objectively kind of trash. Like, you know what I mean? It's good for. That's why I always talk about 2K having an identity crisis, because it's like this particular group of challenges is very, very sick for like newer players or like casual players that don't play the game intensely, but then they turn around and put it on all-star difficulty, so I don't really understand what's up with that. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. It's like they're definitely good for like newer players or card collectors, but why would you not just put it on pro so newer players could get it done? You know what I mean? Like, I understand to a certain extent for the Garnett grind. Because the Garnett grind, Garnett's like one of the best, if not the best power forward in the game. No, well, he's the best pure power forward in the game, I should say. Like, obviously if you run a center at power forward like Kristaps or D-Rob, they're better, but for straight power forward, he's still like the best in the game, right? And some of the reward cards are still top tier too. Like, I would say Oluwakandi is probably still like at least a top 10, top 15 center in this game. Like, people still run Oluwakandi heavy. There we go. Dude, I can't shoot today. So, like, Seti Osman, I think is still probably, I know this is going to be a wild thing to say, but he's probably like a top 25 small forward. There's a lot of small forwards this year, though, man. You know, so there's like a lot of value there still, and I understand why they kind of made it difficult. If these were 60-point team matches, I would have went for P. Yeah. I just think 3 minutes on pro would have been appropriate, right? Because it's just like the cards themselves aren't that overpowered, so you don't have your typical kind of sweatlord guys being like, well, I don't want everybody to have this card because they want the competitive advantage because they have the time to grind for this stuff. I know I'm not spiking on offline challenges right now. That's kind of crazy. Wow. Okay. We get 2 picks again for moments of the week, but we have to play 250k lineups, which are pretty much the same, and they're 5-minute. They're exactly the same, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure they're all Team Ac Yao. I'm like pretty sure. And have any of you guys actually had to play a CPU-controlled Yao? Jesus Christ. Granted, it's on pro difficulty, so it's alright, but can you imagine having to deal with a Yao on like all-star or superstar difficulty? Like, holy shit, man. That would be next level. I would not be stoked. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, pro difficulty, 3 minutes. Like, I would have had no complaints. I would have said this was a perfect event. God damn it, it's Haywood again. But no, they had to make it all-star and 5. It's like the worst of both worlds. That's cash, right? Dude, what is going on right now? I just feel like I can't, for some reason. I think I've been playing online too much. I think that's what's happening here. I got online brain. Big dunks. Okay. That's pretty cool, man. That's cool. It's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Somebody else do that. Okay. Okay. What is going on? That's great. Why can I not pack this man up? Can I get a mod to pack this dude up? It won't let me. Yeah, what's going on with that? Why can't I kick this dude out? What the fuck? This man's unkick out. I can't even hide the user on channel. What is going on? Hold on. Maybe we already did it. It's all good. We got the unkickable bot in here. Saleem is the only good card from today. Yeah, it says error. Try it again. Yeah, I don't know what's up. Maybe it just worked. No, well, I haven't picked anyone yet. I think I'm going to pick... You got hacked. Shut up. No, I didn't. Shut up. Anyways. Oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. I'm just gonna have to end stream, I think. Why? Why must this happen to me? Yeah, that's fantastic. There we go. Okay. There we go. Give me a second. Let me pause this for a second. Cool. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and take care of this real quick. Pack them up, boy. This is the first season, and I cannot believe how easy it is to reach level 4. Do you think they will bump it to 50? The other 2% are liars. You're tripping, dude. Um, no, no. I think they'll probably keep it. They'll probably keep it the same, honestly. We are learning some amazing health facts, though. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I didn't know how many 90-year-olds busted nuts, I guess. The more you learn, I guess, man. I'm so confused at these YouTube bots, though. I wonder if it's just that bot or in general, like, I'm not able to... I don't want to, like... I don't want to, like, test it on anyone, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, like, be like, man... Here, let me try something. I'm just going to pick one of you guys and try to remove your comment real quick. Like, just ignore. I'm going to just take Russell. I'm going to take your LOL. I'm just going to remove it. I'm not going to, like, block you or anything. Nah, okay, that's great. That's good to see. All right, so it works. All right, that's fun. We kicked this same bot out of last night in Joey's stream. Nice, dude. Yeah, for future reference, I can remove people. I just have to go through like a whole step-by-step to do it. So, no, I have to like report you. In order to do it, YouTube's thing, their moderation system must be fucked up again. So I have to like go through a whole process of like reporting their comment, and then it allows me to kick them out. So, you know, it's like I have to do a whole report system and stuff, which is fucking annoying because usually I could just remove comments, but no, not today. So, pre-warning, if you guys say anything that I have to remove, I have to report your account in order to remove it, so please don't. Gotta love when the health bot gives only sexual facts. Yeah, it's great. It's great. Thankfully, I have a mostly adult audience, or else, like, that would be fucking weird, but, you know, whatever. Shout out to the bots, I guess. So, like, one very interesting thing that happened, or that I had happen, was I remember, so, like, from the beginning, I've always got, like, the sex bots, you know? Free adult chat popping up in the chat. And for a minute, I would say for probably 2 years, they used to be Russian names every single time. Like, it'd be like Vlatki, whatever, would pop in and be like, free sex chat, blah, 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 and then I would clap them. And then the war in Ukraine happened, and they all went to Spanish names. Every single time it was a Spanish name popping up. Yeah, I usually do. I just off-ball with GP. That bot seems to be geared more towards the 2K incel community. Hot singles in my area? Yeah. Yeah, usually hot MILFs. It was mostly MILFs. Like, they understand the demographic of American males, you know? Should I pick Salim or... probably Salim. Salim's probably the better one. I'm picking Luther Head because I grew up watching Luther Head. Who just got injured? Well, I can't because you're showing me my lineup where I definitely know who's in my lineup. Are you injured? Oh, Dave Cowan's sick. The song As You Were, there are 2 different versions. Which song is it? What? Somebody go get open, dude. Okay, or not. Come give me a screen, stupid. That's not even what you set the screen on the wrong person. Oh, God. Okay. I'll be honest, like, I'm half paying attention, but I play this game every day for a long period of time, and I'm having issues with these challenges. So I can only imagine, like, a new person jumping on here. Shit, dude. It's gonna be pretty... It's gonna be kind of difficult for them. Like, no lie. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of difficult, dude. AFK does not work on these challenges. I mean, pure AFK does not. No, no. A pure AFK, like you log in, set the controller down, just walk away immediately. That's not gonna work. Partial AFK will work. Like if you go out there, let's say you have a shooting guard with a fast release. So like let's say I have Billy Knight, and you go out there, you call for a screen every possession, at least for the first of them, and then you just chuck threes, right? Get yourself a sizable lead, then you can put the controller down for a bit. Your team will still score a little bit here and there, and you can drain a few minutes off the clock doing that. Gary Payton will get you like 100 goddamn steals, etc. But a pure AFK, no. I mean, it might work, maybe, if you have a good enough team. Like, if you're rocking a bunch of Dark Matters and Yao Ming and shit, I think you can pure AFK. 2 Channing Fries? Yeah, I bet. Someone made a video that helps my inconsistent shooting so much. It's not perfect, but it's way better. Really? Interesting. I'll have to check it out. I feel like my shooting's kind of consistent, but I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Just tell me who the creator is. I'll look it up. I mean, if it's good and it works, I'll probably just promote it for him. I'm not gonna do my own shooting video. That's some hater shit. But I'll definitely promote it for him, for sure. There it is. Oh, yeah, good foul, good foul, good foul. I kind of need to get my bench in, because my dudes are, like, hella tired right now. I didn't realize that anyone with Dimer speeds up your shot. So if one guy passes you and doesn't have a normal shot, yes. Yeah, that's, I think Mike Wang said something about that earlier in the year, yeah. Pistol should have been a Dark Matter. Yeah, no, I 100% agree. He should have either been a Dark Matter or they should have kept it exactly like it is right now. 3-minute quarters, pro difficulty. I feel like most people probably wouldn't have complained. I wouldn't have complained if it was 3-minute quarters. And I'm a complainer. That's what I do. Like, that's my thing. Ooh, Ray Allen in your face. There we go. Wiseman, get big in there. You Dave Cowens, get out of here. Just get Rudy Gay. You'll consistently green threes. Yeah, Rudy base. I feel like the two bases that are, well, I don't want to say easiest to green with. I feel like Rudy base has a big ass green window though. I feel like most people are able to green consistently with Rudy base. I also feel like Haywood Highsmith release has a very big green window. It's just slow, so it gets contested easily, but good D. Oh, I was about to block that with Wiseman, dude. Get that out of here. Oh. On pistol. Or triple threat like KG challenges. Yeah, I agree with that. Some of those were a bit aggressive, though, I will say. Like, some of those KG challenges were fucking cracked, man. I was having so much trouble with some of them. Like, the Mavericks one. The fact that they make you do post moves is so infuriating, by the way. That's, like, one of the things they do this year that pissed me off the absolute most is post move based challenges. Challenges that are based with post moves drive me fucking nuts, dude. They're so irritating. Because it's like, in a green or miss game, like last year it didn't really matter that much because a lot of whites went in. In 2K20, not a lot of whites went in, but whites went in. So like anything post move based wasn't terrible because you could just shoot post fades and eventually, like if you had a size advantage, they would go in. This year you have to green them and the timing is so inconsistent throughout the game, so it's like infuriating. Is that Bob Sura? No, you're not going to do me up with Bob Sura. Get that. Oh, I just need some blocks with Wiseman, dude. Come on. Come on, man. Just do it for me. There we go. That's cash. That's a 2, though, I think. No, it's a 3. Post moves are terrible this year because there's no offensive post badges, just post defensive badges. Yeah. I mean, there is for passing, but yeah, there's no... I mean, there's a few, like Dream Shake and stuff, but they don't really help you in regards to, like, making the shot, just getting the shot in the first place. God, I get so annoyed when, like, I just try to make a decent point sometimes, and people are like, it still wouldn't be worth it with 3-minute quarters on pro. I'm like, dude, that shit does not help, by the way. Like, that Those type of comments don't help because those are the comments. 2K is the most pessimistic gaming company in existence, bro. They will see 100 comments like, yes, we would love this, we would love this, we would love this. And then they'll see that one comment and they'll be like, well, no, people don't really care. Actually, it's still not worth it. So we're not going to change it. Like they look for any excuse to not do things. I swear to God, they do. Oh, is that Jonathan Isaac? Yeah, that man's cashing for sure. There we go. Okay. No, no. Who just did that? Emerald Malik Beasley? Oh, you're tripping, dude. Is that Amethyst Scotty Barnes? Get that shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, Wiseman. I'm trying to rip with Wiseman, dude. Not gonna work. I feel like I should have blocked that. That's just me, though. Remember 2K19 Dave Cowens? Yes, dude. If they didn't adjust the gameplay slides to make cracked AI even more cracked, those challenges would be fine. But when their block tendos are like 99, yeah, I agree. I gave up on KG because of the post moves. They were not counting for Diamond Yao. Yeah, I mean, the only way I could get that one to work was to do post fades. Like, fade away mid ranges. That's the only way I could get them to work. And, dude, that challenge took me... I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it took me probably 10 times doing it for it to actually, like, work out. You know what I mean? They did. Yeah. It no longer counts for win with 13 players agendas, which is so fucking stupid. They just love to take shit away. They love it. They love to take shit away for no reason, dude. I hate it. I fucking hate it, dude. Like, why? Why do they do this? Why must they do this? It's like I love this stuff because like people make excuses for 2K about a lot of things. And those fundamental challenges were one of the excuses that I often heard this year. Like, oh, well, I mean, it's okay that the difficulty's hard because we have the fundamental challenges to get things done. Okay, well, now we don't. So what's up? Like, you know what I mean? Next gen AI feels like 2K21 current gen AI. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, they were next. Oh, my God, I forgot about those. Yeah, those were taco grind. I just didn't do it. I just like... Really, because it was like the end of the year, too, so I was just like, I don't really care that much. Like, Taco's going to be fire, but, like, does it really matter if I don't have my sanity? You know? And I wouldn't have had my sanity. There we go. Get over to him. Good dunk. Is Randolph Childress the Childress you've been waiting? No. Josh Childress is the Childress I've been waiting for. Trust me, I would have been gassing it hard body if he was the guy. Nah, Josh Childress played for Stanford in 2003. 2004. That was my boy. He was fire, dude. He had a sick-ass afro, too. Yeah, I mean, it's just annoying. So, yeah, basically, it still counts for stat accumulation, but, yeah, for the win a game with 13 players, it doesn't count anymore, which means, for sure, we are seeing, like, a bunch more 13-player agendas here relatively soon. Every time the player base finds something within the game that... I don't even want to say that it can exploit, but just that makes the already ridiculously hard grinds easier. So it allows people to be like, hey, look, like the grinds are hard, but at least 2K gave us this thing. 2K will come and take it out. The only time they ever update this game after 250 is to take shit out. I swear to God. Like, that's it. I know, dude. Where is Sean Livingston? There we go. Okay. Somehow... block that. Okay. First off, I like Dave Cowens literally got hurt in the first quarter and just like never came out of the game. I just like, okay. All right, my man got hurt immediately. Just nah on that one. Okay. I bet you if one of my guys got hurt, they'd be out the game real quick. Guaranteed. Since when did that happen? Because if that's true, I'm shocked that played. They just did it. People just started talking about it yesterday, so I'm assuming that it just went into effect like yesterday or the day before. Probably Monday. I would say Monday is probably when they did it. That's typically when they'll do these patchy things. Remember the free throw fundamental challenge for stat accumulation? They patched that quick. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. So this one they let go the whole year and then took it out for no reason. I don't know, dude. I hate them. I really do. I hate them. 2K is truly. I agree. Yeah, they're awful. They're the worst company in gaming. I stand firm. Typically, I try to be. I want to say like apathetic towards anyone who works for like a multinational mega corporation. Because I understand people got bills to pay. Jobs are jobs. I get it. I understand. But it's getting hard to defend the people who work for 2K now at this point. Like, it is. Just how it's always been hard to defend people who worked for EA. Because you're just kind of like, I know it's probably your dream to, like, work in video games. And I feel that. But, like, bro, 2K? Yeah, me neither. Did they just shoot a green leaner? Okay, the CPU is caching leaners. Like, that's where we're at right now. And I seen they got bonuses for microtransactions. Yeah, that's some fucking dog shit, dude. It's not surprising. Other companies do that, but I just feel like 2K's microtransactions are so ridiculously egregious that how come like what I don't understand is like a game like Battlefront, right? Like, Battlefront 2 came out with loot box mechanics and it was shit on so fucking hard. And it was the only Star Wars game too at the time, so it was like it kind of had an exclusivity similar to NBA with, I would argue, probably a bigger fan base, or at least a on par fan base, right? And it got shit on so hard for having these microtransactions that they literally bullied them into taking them out, and the game tanked because of it, right? Somehow, 2K gets away scot-free with this shit every single year, and you could say the same for Madden. Madden and FIFA get a lot of shit for it, but not to the degree you'd want them to. But 2K is able to kind of get away with this scot-free every single year, and I don't understand how that's possible. I mean, the devs can't do much. Like, if you ever been in a corporate structure, like if the corporate decides to do something that's really fucked up, as a regular worker, there's nothing you can really do in that department, because they'll just fire you and replace you. That's why I try to have a little bit of apathy for the devs. I'm sure if it was up to them, they probably, except for the ones who get bonuses based on microtransactions, they would probably not want this in the game if they could. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, with somebody like 2K, who you can see just puts bare minimum effort into the game anyway, they'll just fire you and replace you with someone else that's hungry and wants to do it. So it's like, I kind of understand it to a certain degree, but it's getting harder and harder for me to be apathetic towards it. FIFA get away with it every day. Yeah, they still get a lot of shit, though. I feel like more people would buy packs with stellar odds. Yeah, I mean, you would think. They're just fucking stupid. Their whole game plan is to be like, look at guys like Troyden. Like, that's kind of what they're doing. They're looking at dudes like Troyden and looking at accounts that keep pulling, right? And they're like, oh, well, these guys are going to pull no matter what, so let's make the odds shit, because we're still going to make all this money off these guys. Because there's a lot more of those guys than you would think. I mean, I've submitted complaints to the BBB for a while, but Take-Two Interactive is a very powerful company. I mean, we live in America. The Better Business Bureau can only really effectively do shit against, like, local companies. Like, the Better Business Bureau can't do shit against something as big as 2K. They don't have the regulatory power. 2K is more powerful than the Better Business Bureau. That's just a fact. You know how many complaints fucking Walmart gets every year? Like, nah, they don't do shit. Let Jay Williams, cash money. Just had the best. Nice. You think a pack strike would affect the odds? Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it would. It's just a matter of, would enough people actually do it? No. No. Probably not. It was so effective in Madden because somehow the Madden community managed to, like, rally every single content creator into doing it, which led that, like, every single person who played Madden quite a bit and probably spent money on there was taking part in the pack strike. I personally don't think that 2K would be able to do it, mean, it'd be nice to give it a try, but I feel like you'd still have a lot of holdouts. Um, I feel like you'd still have a lot of content creators that would go up and make videos and be like, no, it won't work, so let's not do it. Or, guys, this is stupid. Like, don't do this. Like, people's jobs are on the line type shit. You know what I mean? So I feel like it would never be effective because the 2K community is too divided. The Madden community is very on the same page with this game fucking sucks and we hate it, but we like football. You know what I mean? 2K is not really like that. You got people kind of slurping up 2K on a daily basis on Twitter and stuff, probably trying to talk people out of doing a pack strike. It's like a whole thing. Yeah, it's their only content, exactly. Like, I do pack openings too, MT only, but I have no issue not doing pack openings for a couple weeks. I've kind of gotten to the point with YouTube in general where I realized, dude, last night I was looking through my For You page, and I was just seeing people getting hundreds of thousands of views on the dumbest shit you've ever seen in your life. You know what I mean? Which, it's not like my content is S tier by any means. Okay, I am self-aware enough to understand this. But like the dumbest shit you've ever seen, 100,000, 200,000 views, right? And then I go to their channel, they got like 5,000 followers. And then I look at like my views and it's like 1,000. And I'm like, damn. So personally, I don't give a fuck about pack openings or even 2K content anymore at this point. Yeah, I mean, that's true. For some reason, dude, it won't let me show your comment retro. Just know that I can see it. No, I feel like he doesn't even open packs himself, so I feel like he would actually probably agree with that sentiment. He wouldn't come out and say it, but he wouldn't come out opposed to it. You know what I mean? He just would say nothing. Is what DFS would do, which I understand from his standpoint why he would do that. My thing is like, as long as you don't come out talking against it, I don't have an issue with it. If you just don't say anything, that's fine. Like, it's whatever. You know what I mean? If you just don't contribute to the conversation at all, it's not a big deal. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube's broken again. But anyways, the reason I brought up the views on other content stuff is just because I don't really care about missing a week worth of pack revenue or pack opening revenue views. Like, I don't really care. Like, you know what I mean? I could just do a tier list and probably get the same amount, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, there we go. Yeah, and I understand guys who work with 2K, they kind of have to. I mean, 2K is very, hey, you cannot critique us. You know what I mean? They bring up a lot of NDA stuff. They bring up a lot of contract stuff. So like, I understand why people don't say anything. And you got to remember, majority of people are trying to get a job with 2K too. I mean, that's the other thing. Like, anybody who signs a contract with 2K probably is doing it. The reason I don't blame a lot of the guys for the things that they do when they are become a signed creator is because I've been in corporate situations too many times during my life, you know, working different jobs and such. So I understand that they're behind the scenes, they're probably promising guys so much shit that they'll never actually deliver, because that's how corporate America works. Like, if you can get someone to do things for promises instead of actual things, you're going to do it, right? So if you can promise someone, hey, like, you can have a job with us later on down the line if you just like play ball, then they play ball without securing any type of job, they're probably never going to get it, which is shady as shit, and I hate that stuff, but that's how corporate life is, you know? That's the type of shit I used to do all the time back when I was in management, which is why I'm not in management anymore, by the way, because it's fucked up and it made me feel real bad. But I was also cracked out on ADs all the time and Benzies, so I wasn't really a functioning human with a soul at that point. Yeah. So it's like behind the scenes, they'll probably be promising you a bunch of shit like, oh yeah, you keep doing what you're doing, like, you know, maybe we got a place for you over at 2K, etc. So that's why I don't get as mad as other people do for like quote unquote shilling, because I understand the background of it, you know. So yeah, but I mean, here's the thing. Like, from a company standpoint, if you can get people to actively defend you and not shit on you when everybody else is shitting on you for free, you're going to do it. So, yeah. People think that like money is like the number one thing in business that gets people to do what you want, but promises are. Promises and secrets are the number one thing that gets people to do what you need to do. Dealing in promises, dealing in secrets. That's what you got to do. Cuz people, if you come off trustworthy enough to them, like in a business standpoint, you can promise them whatever you want and never deliver it, and they'll still do exactly what you want them to do. It's fucked up. So keep in mind next time your manager at work is talking about how if you just do this for me, I'll consider you for like a promotion. They probably won't. Like, they probably won't. I'm not even trying to be a dick. You're probably a great worker, and you probably should be considered for that position, but they're probably low-key going to have corporate bring someone in to fill that management role. You know what I mean? Happened to me a bunch of times. I've done it to people a bunch of times. It's just how it goes, man. Not to make life depressing. Now, that being said, if you're outside of America, this stuff typically doesn't happen as much. This is kind of more of a American capitalism thing. The UK, it happens quite a bit, though. 2K shows IDKY, but they remind me of that guy who sold his soul to master the guitar back in the day. No. Are you talking about Robert Johnson? That's a deep cut reference, Matthew, but no, I don't think so, because Robert Johnson at least got to like be great at the guitar. 2K's they're mainly using a lot of these people. Like, we've watched them use creators for years. I mean, they'll promise you a bunch of stuff. I mean, what do they even do for people anymore? Like, realistically, I got Mufandu Kabali, whatever his name is. Like, at the end of the day, I mean, what do they do for people? I feel like they don't do anything. Like, they don't do card giveaways anymore. Right? Barely, anyway, even if they do. Like, they barely do card giveaways anymore. So you don't get to give away cards anymore. They don't do locker codes anymore. So you don't get to have like a pack locker code with your name. Maybe you get to go on 2K TV. Maybe you get to be in the Discord and provide input for them to not listen to. Like, being in the Next Maker program is, I mean, as far from the outside looking in, like, I obviously don't have any like information on how it actually works because I'm not in it, and they're very tight-lipped about this stuff. Like, you can't talk about it. But I mean, as far as I can tell, what do they even do for you? They don't pay most of these guys. Like, none of these guys are paid. So like, they don't pay you in the Next Maker program. It's just kind of like confusing, you know? Oh yeah, nah. I mean, I wouldn't be, I don't know. They're never going to kill off my team. I've heard a bunch of people say that, where they're like, oh dude, they're going to kill off my team. They're never going to do that, because my team makes a lot of money for them. But the fact of the matter is, like, they could very easily, I don't know, they're just going to keep it going, but I just wonder what the end game is for it. I mean, it's make enough money, or make as much money as humanly possible now, but I kind of just wonder what the end game is for my team in general. It's just make money until we can't anymore, and then scrap it. I feel like it's kind of, oh yeah, we going for Ronnie Turioff, dude. Hell yeah, that's the homie. Look at Ronnie. Nah, do we go for Ronnie Turioff? I mean, I'm going to end up playing all these games for all these, like, trash-ass players, but this one's going to be annoying. Let's just get this one out of the way. Let's go get Larry Kanan. What was that? Someone thought it was a good thing to open 18 boxes and get Kareem one single card. Yeah, that's messed up. Gotta go for the Ronster? Nah, man. The Ronster sounds wild, by the way. That is a wild thing to say. But yeah, I guess the only reason I bring up all this stuff is because I feel like people have been really harsh towards kind of the Next Maker crowd and guys who are more positive 2K. So I'm just trying to provide some insight as to, like, why people are the way that they are. So, like, not to completely get them off the hook, but just kind of understand that the underlying, like, hey, they've been promised quite a bit probably from these, like, 2K guys that they are in contact with that are never going to happen. So if you believe in karma and you're upset at them for doing the things that they do, just know that none of their dreams will be fulfilled. So, you know, if that makes you feel better, cool, I guess. It kind of makes me feel bad, to be honest, because it's just like I just know I've been there too many times, man. There you go, Gary. Oh no, no cash. Okay, Ronster sounds like an sex symbol. Yeah, dude, the Ronster, bro. Or it's like the biggest heroin dealer in your town. That's the Ronster, bro. You need to watch out for him. He runs with a bad crowd. How am I just injuring, just fucking injuring the opposite team every game, dude? Jesus Christ. This is like the second time in a row. Yo, I just killed Derrick Rose. God damn. Getting Steve Alford and spamming the picket fence. Hell yeah, dude. I missed the insight. Ron Jeremy's in jail. That's painful. As a Bulls fan, watching Derrick Rose get hobbled again, I'm not gonna lie, that hurt me a bit. I know, dude. Why did they have to do him like that? Why? Why did Derrick have to get injured, dude? That was so rude. Why, man? It didn't have to be like that. God damn. Oh my god. Oh my god. He got around that. Oh. Get it, Big Dino. Yeah. 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 I don't even know who they put in the game, honestly. They put someone in there. Who is that? Will Barton? Who the fuck is number 5? Hold on. I need to check. It's bothering me. Yeah, it is Will Barton. Okay. Who hasn't played? Jalen Duren. He got Diamond Duren in here. Josh Minna. I have no idea who that is. Smith. Precious Achua. Okay. I just feel like they could have definitely found more guys who went to Memphis. I feel like they probably could have. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I just feel like they didn't have to go with 5 James Smiths. But, yeah, you know what? Oh, my God. Okay. Okay. All right. That shit out of here. Smacks. Yeah, why'd they have to do my man Derrick Rose like that? That's so rude, dude. That's so messed up. I'm hurt. I'm getting, like, Vietnam flashbacks right now. How do you think D-Rose felt reading the 20 scripts? Probably not great, but then again, I'll be honest. At the time, I'm not sure Derrick Rose had the strongest vocabulary skills. Wait. No, I'm not sure he had the strongest literacy at the time. There was like a whole theory for a while that Derrick Rose couldn't read. That was like a whole thing for a little bit. Which is like super fucked up. I remember that. That was like an actual like conspiracy theory that Derrick Rose could not read. Which is so rude. Why did they do my man Derrick like that? Yeah, because that was like, yeah, that was when I was in high school. Like, I remember I was probably like a junior or a senior, and I remember people being like, yo, I read online Derrick Rose can't read. And I was just like, what? What do you mean he can't read? He went to college, dude. You're telling me he can't read? And they're like, nah, people took all his exams. I'm like, yeah, but like, bro, you're telling me he can't read? I'm sure he can read. You know, does he have the strongest reading ability? Probably not. Not many athletes do. Because they coast through life, you know, being stars. So I'm sure he's not like crushing books every like 2 days and stuff, but like, you know, I'm sure he can read. I'm sure if you gave him an article about himself, I'm sure he could read it. Like, you know what I mean? But that was like a persisting theory for a while. They're like, yo, Derrick Rose can't read. It's just fucked up, dude. Like walks in and tells the professor, yeah, I'm Derrick Rose. I mean, bro, I will say in high school, there's no way that man had to do shit. There's no possible way, dude. Like, I remember athletes in the schools I went to not having to do shit. Well, no, my second high school, they weren't really like that. They kind of just, this regular public school. Like, even athletes had to do stuff. But the private school I went to prior to that, oh, yeah, bro. They'll put you in straight remedial classes. Like, they'll basically do all your homework for you, bro. They don't give a fuck. Like, if you're a star player, you get to do what you want. And we didn't have, like, a Derrick Rose style star player, dog. Like, nah. I'm sure Derrick Rose rolled up to school. Or he just didn't go to school also. That's also very possible. Like, they just didn't I just didn't care if he was at school. That's very possible. And mind you, it's got to be above a 2.0, but I doubt they enforce it. Yeah, they probably don't. Like, I mean, they probably enforce it, but it's like low key, they'll have someone doing like the athletes' homeworks for them. Because that's what happened in my school. Like, it was like, yeah, you got to enforce the 2.5, but like, I could tell you for a fact, homies were technically doing their homework, but their grading curve was a little bit different than ours. I can say that. And they put you in the easiest classes too. Ooh, get big on them. Yeah, big Dino. No, but I'm not surprised. I love Derrick Rose though, because he was always throwing up GD and stuff or whatever. I don't know. I'm super white, excuse me, but he was always throwing up gang signs, which I've always appreciated. I love Derrick Rose, man. He is like literally one of my favorite players of all time. That 2011 All Star video where everyone else is dancing and he's just like not there for that. I love that. That's my favorite. He also was chilling in beginning drawing class. Yeah, guarantee he took art for sure. Like a kindergartner. Okay, I feel like I have to give Floyd Mayweather a pass here, though. Part of the reason that his reading comprehension is so low is because he gets punched in the fucking head for a living, okay? I feel like that needs to be understood. You know what I mean? My history teacher told me to let our top basketball player at school cheat off all my tests. Nice, dude. Yeah, that's more likely what was going on. Um, and then even if you get all of them right, you give them like a B just to make it, kind of like, you know, look more legit. But yeah, dude, Floyd Mayweather, he can't read because he gets punched in the head for a living. Yeah, most boxers aren't very smart. Yeah, dude, look at George Foreman, look at Muhammad Ali towards the end. Like, when you get punched in the head by other dudes who are really specifically trained in punching in the head for a living, like, it's not going to work too well for you later on, dude. You're going to have some issues. Yeah, but he still gets hit in the head. It's not like he got punched in the head like 2 times in his life. He's probably got punched in the head like hundreds and hundreds of times, dude. Even during spars. Like, as a boxer, I feel like you have to get punched in the head in training too, so you like understand. You know what I mean? You got to get used to taking a bunch of hits during a boxing round. I feel like I've never boxed, obviously, but I just feel like that would be a prerequisite. That kind of makes sense to me anyway, as a normie. It's like, how am I expected to go in there and fight if I've never been punched in the head ever? I think there's a Foreman movie coming out. I feel like you're right about that. I feel like I vaguely saw that. I hope they cover the grill portion of his story quite extensively. That's the dream anyway. The George Foreman grill is the hottest shit in the world when I was a little kid, bro. I remember. So I remember like, okay, so this is probably like 1997, 98, right? I want to say it was something like this, right? So it's probably like 97, 98. It was when the Dreamcast came out. So I think it was like 98 or 99, right? Anyways, dude, I was like 6 or 7, right? And my dad had this homie, and I think his name was Andre, but I don't know. But I actually don't think that's what his name is, but I'm gonna give him that as like a fake name, right? Yeah, because I don't know, man. I don't know what his real name is. Anyways, we're gonna call him Andre, right? This dude was like the most Grateful Dead hippie burnout motherfucker in the world, but he was super nice, dude. He was super chill, right? He had no kids. No kids, bro. He just literally like posted up. I think he was like the manager of a gas station or something, and he literally just like had no girl, had no wife, no kids, and literally just smoked mid all day, every day. Like that's all he did. Pretty sure he's into psychedelics too, which wouldn't shock me. So like him and my dad were boys. So like I would go over there occasionally with my dad while he would hang out there. And this man had all the newest shit, dude. When I say like all the newest stuff, like you would go in his house and it was like a bungalow style house, like beaded doors, like, you know what I mean? Like the hippiest house, always smelled like incense, always, constantly. And this dude, every time we would go over there, he would always have a new appliance of some sort. Like, I remember this man got like the first wave of like the second generation Foreman grills, bro. This dude was stoked on these Foreman grills hard. Like, he might have had the panini press too. Honestly, I have no idea. Like, I just remember this thing was like, he borderline displayed this like an art piece. Like, this I remember very clearly because I remember we came in the crib and he's like, "Yo, y'all want some?" He was like, "Yo, y'all want meat?" And I was just like, "What?" And then he was like, "Yo, I got this new George Foreman grill, bro. Cooks meat in like 5 minutes." And then he was like doing a whole tech demo of this George Foreman grill for like 5 minutes. And then he did a whole tech demo on the Dreamcast, and I played Ready to Rumble boxing and some game with a fishing. It had like a whole fishing pole for the Dreamcast for like 3 hours, dog. Are there points player or team requirements? No. Yo, y'all want music crazy? Yeah, dude. Like, he's just like, "Yo, you guys hungry? Like, yo, I can whip something up real quick. I just bought this bad boy, dude." Like, in his kitchen, he had like a pretty small kitchen. It probably looks like my kitchen now, honestly. Like, the house is actually pretty similar to my apartment now, to be honest. Just a lot more beaded doors, a lot more incense sticks hanging everywhere. But like, in his kitchen, it was displayed in such a manner that like, when you came in the kitchen, that was the first thing you saw, and it was like crystal clean, like perfectly cleaned, perfectly primed. It was bright white, dog. This shit was fucking fire. Oh, Haywood? Okay, maybe not. Oh, all right. Oh, I want meat. I mean, I don't think it went exactly like that. I don't think he specifically said, "Yo, y'all want meat." I was like 7, dude, when this happened. So like, I'm trying to remember exactly how this went. Kind of tough though. That dude's house fucking ruled. I hope he's doing okay. I hope he's not dead. That guy was fucking sick. Nah, it wasn't just that. It was like every time. It was like every time he bought a new thing, dog. It was just like, I just know my man had pounds of Reggie too. Like, I just know it. Like, I just know this man had the brick pack on Deckington. This was like 1998. I don't know, man. He was kind of like a hippie dude, so I'm sure he had like whatever the 1998 version of Kind Bud is. Like, I don't know. I feel like he was one of those dudes in 98 that probably had some like primo, like 11% testing, like actual nugs, and then some straight brick pack. Adiras was pretty clever when he was in college. I lived in downtown Memphis for a few years and hung out at Silly Goose. See, yeah, that's the thing, is I feel like people just said Derrick Rose couldn't read for no reason. I feel like that's not accurate. I feel like he had to be kind of smart, dude. Like, maybe was he the best at reading comprehension? I mean, probably not. I don't think he really gave a shit about school really all that much, but like, did he have to be clever in other aspects of life? Yes. He grew up on like a very rough area of Chicago. You have to be kind of smart to not die. You know, you know what I mean? Nah, Derrick Rose. I don't know. He did used to smoke a bunch of weed, from what I understand. Which is lit. I love that. I love that for him. Which, it's always so weird to me that he went to Memphis. I mean, I get it. It was like a Calipari thing, but that was always such a weird pairing. Like, I know he couldn't get into Illinois because Illinois had such ridiculous GPA requirements back then. Illinois, like the college Illinois, was so fucking stupid back in the 2000s. Like, finally they're starting to get a little bit better about it. But like, dude, from an athletics perspective, like, you guys turned away some of the most generational talent coming out of Illinois, like Chicago specifically, just because you wanted to keep the illusion that you were a top academic school. Like, you could have had Derrick Rose. You could have had Anthony Davis. You could be a national powerhouse right now if you guys just weren't fucking idiots. For a card that is super mid, another L. Yeah, it's a huge L for sure. For sure. I mean, my recommendation, just play a few games and get some cards that you want. If you want any of the diamonds, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just kind of over what 2K has done. Like, I mean, dude, to put it in perspective, this entire stream has basically. The entire stream is going to be me playing 2 fucking domination games. That's nuts. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Derrick Rose could maintain a 3.0. For sure. For sure. If he tried, yeah. Like, I'm sure he coasted through high school, but I'm pretty certain if you put him in the right classes, he could maintain a 3.0. Like, put him in, like, film history, dog. Like, he could handle film history for sure. Anybody in this chat can handle film history. I swear to God you can. Like, college level film history, intro to film, anybody in this chat, it does not matter how stupid you think you are or how bad at school you think you are, I promise you can handle intro to film at any major college. I swear to God. That class is a class dedicated to sucking your own dick. I swear to God. Yeah, give him an office helper class, like, you know what I mean? Give him, like, intro to U.S. history. It's usually pretty easy. It's pretty basic shit you learn your whole life for the most part. Yeah. Art. Intro to art. Art's subjective, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. How bad has the AI been cracked? I mean, not so bad, to be honest. It's okay. Like, it's not terrible. I'm on next gen though. Well, next gen is harder than current gen, honestly. So, it's not so bad actually. It depends on your team though. I'll probably try to run a couple budget teams just to see what happens. I mean, my team's not the most expensive team in the world anyway, so it's like, but I still have like Scottie Pippen still like over 100K and stuff. So I have a few guys that are kind of expensive. So I'll probably try to run an under 100K team, or like a team that you can assemble for like 50K or under, just see what's up. Because I have like Gary Payton's like 35K, and like Garnett is a huge grind and stuff. So, you know, maybe I'll try to kind of see what's up with some of those, and just see. I'll use some like easily achievable cards and stuff of that nature, and just kind of see how it goes for me. Because as of right now, not so bad. I don't have the most cracked squad in the game either, so like I'm running Jay Williams right now to try to get assists. Like I'm running Wiseman for blocks and stuff, so running Ray Allen. Ray Allen. Oh, nah, I like Ray Allen actually. Let me not trip. All right, get that over. Where's Jay Williams at, dude? Jay Brody, why are you doing this to me? Cash. Kyle Korver 16-bit is a better card than Pistol Pete. More shit. Facts. And they've been trying 2 shooters, PD, AK PD, Wiseman, Amy Taco, and it works. Yeah, Amy Taco I kind of forgot about. Amy Taco is perfect. You can post up with Amy Taco all day. Nobody's going to be able to stop him. Jay Williams was really good, though. Like, I'm not saying he would have been one of the greatest point guards of all time, but, like, Jay Williams was... He was fantastic. Like, he was. Like, straight up. You know? It's all good. Jay Williams is a perfect amalgamation of the Bulls' failures post Jordan. Like, we take this man with a high draft pick, high amount of upside as a potential franchise player, and then the homie sits there and destroys himself in a motorcycle accident. That's why we won't allow anyone to have a motorcycle anymore. Like, if you sign with the Bulls, you're not allowed to have a motorcycle. It stops us from getting free agents sometimes, but also stops us from paying someone millions and millions of dollars and then not even seeing them play basketball. That's cool, too. Yeah, and he played really well in his rookie year, too. He wasn't, like, unstoppable or anything, but he was looking pretty good. Like, I think Jay Williams would have been a very serviceable point guard. Like, he probably would have been a 20-plus, or, like, yeah, he would have been, like, a 20-per-game guy with some assists. Like, I think so. Andrea Bargnani. I'm locked on the shooting guard, to be honest. Yeah. Player lock, you got to run Taco. Unless you have Yao Ming, obviously. But yeah, I mean, if you have Taco, run Taco. Player lock Taco is a different beast. Like, no one's going to be able to stop him straight up. I haven't seen a Kareem. You're not going to see very many Kareems, to be honest. You'll see more Kareems as the season goes on because these cards are going to be in every single pack. So, like, you'll start to see the cards come down in value. Probably not Greg Oden and Jimmer. Not the Dark Matters, but you'll start to see, like, Hansbrough and Leitner come in value, I hope, for the love of fucking God. Like, I just want Christian Leitner. Dude, I'm not paying $200K for Christian Leitner. I refuse. Like, if it was a Dark Matter Leitner, that's different. That's a different story. But this isn't Opal. I'm not doing it. Dude, Taco CPU scares me. Does Yao move like that? Yeah. No, Yao moves better. Yao moves significantly. Oh, yeah, Bargnani's nice, dude. Bargnani's always been good in 2K. Shit, back in 2K20, I remember people running Amethyst Bargnani in 250. Like, I remember people running in 250K tournament Amethyst Bargnani as their, like, I don't think he was ever a starter, but, like, the bench center, for sure. That's pretty lit. Oh, there it is. Yup. Give it. Give me that. Look at Jay Williams getting busy out here. Oh. Good job, good job, good job. Yeah. There we go. Straight to the lane. Yup. Yup. What up, Joey? How you doing, man? Yeah, like the stream, man. Budget cards aren't as good as they used to be. No, they're not, for sure. Is Greg good? Who, Greg Oden? I don't know. I haven't used him yet, so I'm not really sure. Yeah, I haven't really messed with Greg Oden quite yet. He's just 200K, you know. Not able to really run those cards too much. I should have picked up Trey Lyles. Trey Lyles out here. I'm very quick, dude. You love to see that. Oh, I didn't even see Aaron Afalo in here, dude. He's got D-Rob. Yo, Aaron Afalo is lit. I remember him coming out of high school, too. I remember a lot of these guys. It's kind of wild, man. I'm at the age now where I remember a lot of these dudes coming out of high school that aren't even in the league anymore. Like, that shit is crazy. Like, I really do remember Aaron Afalo because he was, like, gassed. Like, him and Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon was so fucking hyped. He's from Illinois, though, so it's like... lose Nick Stauskas, yeah. Oh, yeah, Nick Stauskas, that's the homie. EJ Little getting shown more love by 2K than the Pelicans, yeah. Hall of Fame Slytherin Hyperdrive made him different, I bet. Yeah, Ben Gordon was him, dude. Ben Gordon was fire on those UConn teams, too. Shit, yeah, he was nice. I used to play college basketball all the time, too. That year with Ben Gordon. Yeah, because, well, who was on that squad? Who was on that UConn squad with Ben Gordon? It wasn't Okafor, was it? No, I don't think so. That was, what, 2003? So 2003 UConn. Yeah. Let's see. Who's on that squad with him? Charlie Villanueva, dude. Yes. Yes. My fucking boy, dude. I forgot. Yes. Yeah. Emeka Okafor. Yeah, it was Okafor, Charlie Villanueva, and Ben Gordon, and Marcus Williams. Marcus Williams was kind of nice back then. Yeah, that team was fucking funny as hell, dude. Hell yeah. Who was that guard I used to fuck with? There was a point guard I used to like. It wasn't Ivanovic. Who was it? Was it Shaman Tools? It might have been Shaman Tools. Ew, that's looking right. Nah, it was Talik Brown, dude. Hell yeah. Talik Brown, number 12. That's the homie. Oh, yeah. I used to run him so hard in NCAA basketball, dude. Number 12. I don't know what it was. He was hella fast. Like, that's it. I think I was at that game, by the way. Like, was it against the Bucks? Because if it was against the Bucks, dog, with the Charlie Villanueva game-winning 3, Dude, I was at that game. Literally. I went to the Bucks Pistons game. It cost me $6 and I was in like the third row, dude. Not like courtside, but like I was pretty close to the court. I was like up a little bit in the stands, but it was like $6 to go to that game. Yeah, dude. Fair enough, yeah. But yeah, it was like $6 or $7 for these tickets we bought. Like it literally is so cheap. This was like 2012, I think. And we got so fucking blasted before we went there. We were wasted. And we watched Charlie Villanueva hit a game winner, dude, and it was so sick. He dropped like a 30 piece on the fucking Bucks that game. That was so tight. He was out here, man. When is Samuel Dallenberg getting a card? Yeah, because this had to be like 2012, I think. I think so. Because I think Monte was hurt. I remember that because I was fucking pissed. No, this is pre-Monte. Yeah, this was pre-Monte. Yeah, it was Dallenberg, Marquise Daniels, Dunleavy. No, Monte was hurt. He was on the team. Drew Gooden. This is pre-Brandon Jennings. John Henson. Yeah, because I remember Tobias Harris was on the roster too. Because I remember Monte wasn't playing. Brandon Jennings either wasn't playing or he wasn't there yet. I think he came later. JJ Redick was on the team. Larry Sanders wasn't really popping off. Bino Udrich started. I remember this. Bino. Yeah, Bino Udrich started. John Henson was out here fucking trying to ball out for some reason. God, what a pitiful game. God, that was awful. I think it was that game. Hell yeah, dude. Fucking sick. Bogut was still on the team. Yeah, Bogut was there. For sure. Yeah, Bogut was definitely there. Yeah, for sure. I'm looking at his dumbass right now. Yeah, he was still there. And Bogut was still playing. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know. It's so annoying. And they did it this year, too, these motherfuckers. Oh, okay. Who just hit that? Is that Haywood? All right. Michael Beasley. Yeah, because this is pre them drafting Giannis. Giannis wasn't on the team, I don't think. He might have been, but he wasn't playing. This might even have been pre Jabari Parker. I just don't remember. I'm looking at the roster right now, so I think Jabari Parker. No, this is pre Jabari Parker. That's crazy. What a terrible game. To be honest, it was the most fun I think I've ever had at an NBA game, though. I don't know, dude. It's been a couple years. I mean, the only Brandon Jennings we've had is the pink diamond from the trophy case, which they did kind of dirty, so. I need to get some shooting guard threes. Where the hell is Billy Knight at? Why did you come over here and try to set a screen, Billy? Oh, my God. There we go, Billy. That's cash money. Oh, my God. Because I'm a big fan of Danny Manning. Yeah, Danny Manning's he's been fun for a while, too. Give that to Big Billy. Cash. Oh, my God. They're hoeing me, dude. They don't want me to get 5 threes with the shooting guard. Like, they know. Oh, my God. Finally, Magic is fun again this year. Yeah, it's just so goddamn expensive that, like, I can't afford them. Why did you do that, Billy Knight? I just need to get some 3-pointers for you, cuz. Like, that's it. I guess I could just do it in a different game, but, like, I'm already playing these anyway. So let me do that. Jimmy Fredette was my budget demon in 2K13, man. No one could stop him. Yeah, he was actually really fun in 22. I used to run him, his Campus Legends card. I do remember that, yeah. I hate that every year my... Ooh, hold on, we try to shoot this 3. That's cash, right? Dude, okay, this is starting to piss me off. The card on my team, I think of different ways to put together a team, and then those cards happen to be the most expensive card in used cards. Yeah, dude. I mean, that's how it is. You can kind of bank on certain players. Oh my fucking God! Now you guys want to sit here and just play overpowered right now when I'm trying to get my last 3-pointer, dude. Of course. There we go. It's because they left Will Barton in specifically to stifle me. Neil said you can AFK this. I mean, you can. I can show you how to AFK it. I'm not going to do another game where I AFK, though. I was about to get off in a second, but I can easily show you how, yeah. There it is. Oh my god, dude. Jesus Christ. There's no way. They kept Will Barton in the game specifically so I didn't get this last three-pointer. I swear to God. They kept the dude with the high defensive tendencies in the game. Yeah, I'll show you what's up. Like, I'll show you an easy team that you can run. You can't pure AFK it, by the way. Like, I mean, I guess you could, but you're going to lose some games here and there because the CPU is kind of turned up. So you're going to have to use... I'll show you the team to use for AFK. That's Cash, right? Oh my god, fuck you. This game is so annoying. Like, there's no way. Why did they put Penny back in? They put Penny back in just to fuck me. Oh my god, these motherfuckers, dude. There is no way. They're literally like, yeah, no, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Okay. So Aaron Rodgers is going to the Jets now. Okay, that's cool. They're the Jets. I don't really give a shit. They'll be mired in mediocrity forever. All right. Hey, Dylan, thank you, man. I appreciate it. It's all about the snatchback. I know. But I just couldn't time my jump shots at the end there for some reason anyway. Baker getting signed again is nuts. Are you talking about Baker Mayfield? Yeah, but Baker Mayfield's like... He's like a top tier, but he's a top tier backup quarterback, though. He is. Who signed him, though? The Buccaneers? Yeah, I mean, what are the Bucs going to do? They're in full tank rebuild mode. Fuck it. You might as well grab Baker Mayfield. Who gives a shit? The thing with Baker Mayfield is he still has upside, so you might as well just sign him to like a quick 1 year and just see if he can ball out, you know? That's how I look at it anyway. Like, I'll just be like, yeah, you know what, Baker Mayfield, fuck it. Come through the squad. I totally understand that signing personally. I get it. Grab Cam Newton. That's, you know, it's funny that you say that because I've been on, I'm on a lot of Eagles fan pages, okay? And I've been screeching on Eagles fan pages that we need Cam Newton for backup. We need him. We need Cam Newton for backup. Fuck Gardner Minshew. I like Gardner Minshew actually quite a bit, but, you know, I don't think he's really that much better than Cam Newton, really, for our offense, you know? We need Cam Newton for backup. We need him. Who, me? First off, I have 799,000, but I have to open packs pretty consistently. I could afford Magic if I didn't open packs. Like, let's be real. I could, but have you used Team? No. Aaron wouldn't be the first former back. Yeah, dude, he's rolling. He just got to send a dick pic in Crocs, dude. He's gone full Brett Favre, which is super sick. Yeah, we need it. We need Cam Newton, dude. We need Cam. We fucking need Cam Newton. Mainly because he'll be another formerly disgraced quarterback I loved watching on another team come to the Eagles. I love that. I cannot tell you the level of excitement when we signed Mike Vick that I had. I know, dude. It's so much more than this Dom, too. This Dom fucking sucks. Oh, yeah, okay. AFK squad, right? So, the best AFK squad, or at least a good AFK squad, right? So, as far as point guard, you want to run someone with, like, a high steal tendency. If you don't have Gary Payton's probably the best one, but if you don't have Gary Payton, another very good option to run, because you're not going to be controlling him anyway, is John Stockton, if you have John Stockton, which I believe you can go get him for 125 tokens. Stockton, fantastic. At the center position, you need these two guys, straight up. Like, these are the two best centers to run in AFK. I stand 100% firm on this, right? Taco and Mark Eaton, dog. Nobody's bullying them in the paint. They're probably going to score a very high amount of points. They're going to get a bunch of offensive rebounds. These are the two guys right here. Big Taco, Mark Eaton. Obviously, I'm speaking more in like a budget term. If you have Yao Ming and like fucking Kristaps, yeah, you're going to be fine, okay? Like, you're going to be fine. At the power forward position, it really just depends who you have, right? Just because you're going to want someone that's going to play a competent amount of defense, and then also be able to shoot. Which, by the way, you can tap X when you're AFK if the CPU has the ball and they'll shoot it, by the way. So just tap the shoot button. If an AFK person has the ball, they'll chuck a shot. So there's a lot of decent options here. I still like Thurl if you're looking for like a really good budget option. Thurl's still really good. My cat's downstairs screaming for some goddamn reason. Larry Nance is still good. You can run double big men if you want. Wiseman, I think, is good, honestly. Wiseman's probably a good one. He's going to get a bunch of rebounds. Dino, if you have him, obviously, is good. Bobby Portis actually isn't that bad either. The power forward's kind of a less important position. If you have, like, E or somebody, yeah, use them. But you can run around with a lot of different dudes. Honestly, I don't think it really matters that much. If you have Jonathan Isaac's good too. You just want to look at defensive tendencies. Whoever's got defensive tendencies and can shoot threes, that's kind of where you want to go with that. The bigger player, the better. That one doesn't really matter. It's not really a specific guy you should use. A small forward, once again, just somebody who's going to 3-and-D for you. Somebody with good defensive tendencies that's going to be able to play defense. Like Lul Deng's a good cheap option. He'll be able to do it just as well as really anyone. Larry Cannon's okay if you have him. He's not going to shoot though, so you want someone that can shoot too. Harrison Barnes is good if you have him. Seti Osman's good if you have him. Looking at Amethyst, like Cam Reddish is pretty good if you have him. Same with the Pink Diamond. Shooting guard is the most important position because what you want to do is player lock the shooting guard. So you don't want to run with someone like fucking Tony Allen because Tony Allen, you're not going to be able to shoot with him. You need to shoot threes with this person. You need to pick a shooting guard. You can run a point guard here too. It doesn't really matter since you're not really going to be playing defense anyway. Whoever you're most comfortable with shooting, that's who you want here. So, sorry, my throat's killing me. If you're most comfortable shooting and you green the most with fucking Joe Harris, then use Joe Harris. Like, it doesn't really matter. Rudy Gay is also really good at the small forward. You could player lock the small forward too if you want. I typically player lock the shooting guard because I just have an easier time. I think I just have better shooters at the shooting guard position, so I always use like Billy Knight or Ray Allen when I do this. But really, whoever you're most comfortable with, it doesn't really matter. You want someone with Rudy base who's super cheap. CJ Miles, super cheap. Terrible defensive tendencies, but it doesn't matter because you're not going to be playing defense anyway for the most part. Bench unit, you want the shooting guard to be good as well. Doesn't really matter. Like I said, whoever you're most comfortable with, if you're most comfortable with Wesley Person, run Wesley Person. Doesn't matter. True. What up, Tim? Oh yeah, I just subscribed. It doesn't show my subscriptions though. How do you get Pistol Pete? Just got on. You have to complete this like ridiculously. Oh god, here we go. It's making me do this again. You have to do this like super long domination for no reason. It's kind of irritating. I kind of hate it. So, who are you yelling at, sweetie? It could not be me. Could not be me. There we go. Hi, sweetie. All right. Anyways, I appreciate you guys for coming to hang out. Let me go do some stuff. Probably play with my cat because she's screaming at me. But if you have any specific questions about stuff, you can just holler at me. Jump in the comments below. Just ask me a question. I'll help you out. But I appreciate you guys for coming to hang out, man. Peace. Because my whole thing's broken. I can't do anything. So, like, I can't even approve comments right now. What's going on there? Sell them shoes? Yeah, dude. Definitely go check out Tim's video on shoes if you want to make some MT. Here, give me 1 second. Let me link it in the chat. Let me find it. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Yeah, let me do this. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. You want to make some MT? Here you go. Do that. Go look at that. Go watch that video. I know, no Dudley is wild. Yeah, go watch that video. That's the homie Tim's video. Tells you how to make a bit of MT watching shoes. Selling shoes. You can tell I'm bugging out of it. But, you know, go watch the homie's video. Support it. I got 74 likes on it already. That's what's up. I'm one of them. So have a good day, you guys. Bye.